Hi students, today let us study chapter 2, that is File Management Data Organization. File. File is a collection of related information stored together on some storage device. Hope each and every student have created one or the other file. Either it might be in the Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or else it might be the image file or audio file. And you would have created and you would have stored it on some storage devices such as the removable pen drives, okay, CDs, disk drives, etc. What is a folder? A folder is like a cabinet where we keep relevant files. Assume that a computer teacher and a social teacher both are going to send the worksheets, assignments, videos, everything. So if you keep all those files in one folder, at a point of time it becomes very difficult for you people to access it. So to avoid that, what is it you are going to do? Computer concepts and all you will keep in separate folder. Social concepts and all you can keep it in separate folder. So it becomes very helpful to access whenever needed. Next, moving or copying a file or folder from one drive to another. Moving means a file, if it is present in any one of the drive, if you wanted to move that location from that drive to another drive, that time you can use shortcuts such as Control X for moving, and if you wanted to paste that, Control V. Now, if you wanted to copy the file or folder, what is that you're going to do? Copy means what? You have a file in one drive and that is the original copy. And if you wanted to copy means you are creating the duplicate copy of the original file. So, what is the shortcut you are using for that? Control C is the shortcut you are using. You are copying that file and pasting it somewhere else. So what is it you're doing? It is nothing but the original copy, whatever you have, you are making the duplicate of it and using it. These are the shortcuts, or else you have the steps given below in this slide. You can look into this steps and learn in detail how to move or copy a file or folder from one drive to another. Assume that now in my computer, if you wanted to see disk drives, CDs, or else if you have inserted the pen drive, if you wanted to see all these things, just double click on my computer. Later, in the next slide I have given the screenshots, two screenshots I have given. The explanation for that I am explaining now. In the D drive I have kept the file called as manjularesume.docs. That file I'll be selecting it. Okay, the third point, select any file or folder. Yes, which is the file I'm selecting, that is manjularesume.docs. Now, I will be clicking on the organize drop down. So what happens? I will be getting the list of options, that is cut, copy, paste, etc. You will be getting list of options. So if you want to copy it, what is the option you will be using? Clicking on the copy option, and again come back. Here in the left pane only you will get the drives. So you have to select the drive now from D drive to E drive. Now I am selecting the E drive, and again go for the organize drop down menu and you can use the paste option. So what happens in the D drive, manjularesume.docs, that file was there, no, that is copied to E drive, and you can see now in the E drive the file. Yes, clear about how to move or copy a file or folder. Yes. In the next slide, we are going to see the screenshots. That is what the previous whatever I explained, the screenshots, the practical session you have over here. Look here in the D drive, in the first screenshot, in the D drive you have the file called as manjularesume.docs. That one I just selected. So what happened? It came in the blue color. It is selected in selected. So now go for the organize. Here itself in the first screen itself you have organize drop down menu. Just click on that and click on the copy option. So what happens, whatever the file you have selected, that is copied, then again in the left side you get the in the navigation pane you can select the G drive. So G drive or the E drive, you can select it and click, again go for the organize button. Okay, again go for the organize button and click on the paste option. That is in the fourth slide I am showing that I clicked on the paste option. So what is that? In the D drive, whatever the file Manjula resume.docs was there, that is copied. Okay, the duplicate copy is made of that file and it is pasted over where in the G drive. It is done. So I hope that each and every student is clear about what is file, what is folder, and how to move the file or folder from one drive to another drive. Yes. In the next slide, we are going to see how to move or copy a file between storage devices. Yes students, now I have inserted, assume that I have inserted my pen drive in the computer. So when I double click on my computer, I will get that pen drive option. So directly if you have any file in your disk drives, assume that in the D drive I have the Manjula resume.docs. Yes, I want to move that file to my pen drive. So how to do it? Usually in the shortcut form we will be doing. What is that? On that Manjula resume.docs, I will just right click and I will select the option send to pen drive. So what happens, that file whatever I am sending, that easily it is sent to the pen drive. So like that also you can do, or else these steps whichever given in the slide you can follow for moving the file. Yes, I will be telling these steps now. Attach the pen drive to your computer. Yes, everyone know that. Attach the pen drive to your computer. Next, now right click on the start button and select open Windows Explorer option. Yes, you have to go for the start button and select the Windows Explorer option. Next, select the D drive from the navigation pane on the left. You have to just click on the D drive, and in the D drive whatever files or folders is there, everything will be listed. So there you have to right click on the file or folder and select the cut or copy option. Yes, click on the pen drive from the left pane. Click on the pen drive. In the left pane you will be having all the disk drives, D drives, E drive, F drive, whatever drives you have, and if you have inserted the pen drive, everything will be listed. Now I am clicking on my pen drive from the left pane, left navigation pane. The drive opens up. Right click on the blank area in the right pane and select the paste option. You have to click on the paste option. You will observe that whichever the file you have selected, it is moved from the D drive to the pen drive. Yes, hope everyone understood how to move or copy a file to the pen drive. Yes, this is the practical. If you insert your pen drive, it will be showing. That is what. In the next slide, now we are going to study searching a file or folder. Assume that students, you have created a file, you don't know the file name, now you wanted to search the file. How you will be doing it? Just click on the start button. Yes, and you can enter the name. Whatever, if you remember the name, you can just enter it and click on the search button. So what happens, the list of the files will be the file name. Okay, whatever you have given the name in the search button, with that name all the different files, everything, if it is stored in your computer, everything will be listed. So whichever the file you wanted to select, just double click and you can use it. This is how you will search a file or folder. So assume that students, if you are aware of whatever if you wanted to search the app in your computer, so or else document or else web details, so if you wanted to do like that, just click on the search button. So what is that, you will be getting three options: apps, documents, web. If you are damn sure about that your file whatever you are searching is related to apps, then select the app option, and if you know the file name, you can directly give the file name and click on the search. So it will be showing that app and you can just double click on it and use it. Assume that students, now if you don't know the file name at all, you only know the first starting letter. The 1 month back or 2 month back you have created the file and you have forgotten the file name. You only know the first letter of the file name. That time what you will be doing? Yes, that time to overcome that kind of problems you can use the wildcards. What are wildcards? Wildcards are special symbols that can be used to search a file or folder. What are these wildcards? It is nothing but the special symbols. What is that special symbol? Star and question mark. These are the two different types of wildcards you have. So now, what does this star wildcard tell us? It can be replaced as a string of text. See, assume that now you had created a file 2 months ago and you have forgotten the file name fully. You know only the first starting letter. That time how to overcome this problem is, see the examples I have given. My file name is L. Okay, some file name starting with L I have given. I have forgotten the file name and I have forgotten the extension also. That time you can use this wildcard star. L star dot star you can give and click on the search button. So what happens in your computer, wherever the L file name, whatever you have saved with L file name, everything will be listed with different extensions. So whichever you want, you can select it and use it easily. Next wildcard character is question mark. Yes, it can be used in place of any single letter or symbol. Assume that students, you have created a file name with 4 letters. Okay. So you don't know the 4th letter. That time how will you overcome this kind of problem? So whatever the file name you know, just enter whichever the word you don't know, instead of that word you can give the question mark and you can give the extension and click on the search button. So related to this file name, everything, the files will be listed, and whichever the file you feel like using, you can use it. Hope everyone are clear with what are wildcards and what are the two different types of wildcards and how to use in the real-time situations. Yes, in the next, this is what, see here I have gone for the search button and whatever the file I have created, I just gave the file name in the search button and clicked on the search button. So in my computer, whichever the names that is starting with Manjula is there, everything is listed. Whichever I wanted, I will just double click on it and use it. Yes, now we are going to study what is file format. Everyone are clear with what is file? Yes. So to store that file, you need some extensions. Yes. So to file format is a standard way for encoding information in a computer. So you have created a file, whether it might be, if you had created your file in the document, that is Microsoft Word, that time your file extension will be .doc or docx. If you have created the file it is in the format of image, that time your extension will be .jpg or png, TIFF, all these are the different types of extensions. Assume that now you have created the file with PPT, that is PowerPoint presentation. That time your extension will be .ppt or .pptx. So what is this? Why are you giving this? It is nothing but the file format, how the file should be saved inside the computer and how can it be accessed. It is a standard way for encoding information in a computer. Yes, hope everyone are clear. It is clearly given in this slide. Yes, the next concept is sorting files. Assume students, now in your computer, in the desktop, you have n number of files. You people don't know when it was created, how it was created, you don't know. But it is like in your computer, you have n number of icons you have. Now you wanted to, you feel like it's very horrible. See where it is not arranged in an alphabetical order and all. You feel like somewhat Yes, that time you can sort the files. How to sort the files? Sorting means you can arrange them in a proper order. Either it might be in the ascending order, descending order, or else it might be in the type of the files, or else it might be according to the date you have modified. You can arrange them. Yes, the very simple thing you have to do for this is, on your desktop just right click, yes, from the mouse, then you will get an option sort by, and you have four different options in that, that is sub options in that, that is name, size, item type, date modified. If you select name, so all the icons which is present in your desktop will be arranged in an ascending order, or else it will be arranged in an descending order. Yes, if you select sort by size, so what is the size of the file? According to that, it will be arranged either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Next, item type. So what are the type of the items? See, if you have the four doc items you have, means Microsoft Word, through that if you had created the file that time, it will be arranged according to the group. Yes, then sort by date modified. If you click on that, what happens? The date modified you would have done no recently. So according to that dates it will be arranged. Next, the last but not the least, the last concept is working with multiple applications. Students, assume that you are currently creating the Microsoft PowerPoint. So you are creating in that Microsoft PowerPoint, you are creating some slides. You want some information from the web browser. So what will you do? You will just click on the web browser, my Google Chrome, and you will give the questions whatever you needed and click on the search button. So what happens? You will get the information. So you want to see that information side by side of the PPT. So what to do? At the last you have the desktop, no? Down you will be having the taskbar. So just click on that taskbar and you will get an option called as side by side option. So you can click that side by side option, show windows side by side option. So if you click on that, whatever the PPT and whatever the Google Chrome you have opened, both also you can see in the side by side and you can use it easily. It becomes very easy to access all the information and type in the PowerPoint. Yes, I hope each and every student understood, and thank you.